welcome to Everything is the Same Except, a podcast where we take any media we want, alter one thing about it, and then explore what would be affected by this one little change. I'm your host, Ninja.
I'm celebrity streamer, actor and musician Jack Black.
No, you're not.
Oh shit! Oh shit! We have Jack Black on the show today.
Panda.
I've always wanted to be on the podcast.
Jack Black likes us, everybody.
Oh man!
When are you guys gonna talk about Kung Fu Panda?
Actually, I should add that to the doc one second.
We should. I need to go through the doc again. Oh, anyways. Hi. It's me. Griffin McElroy, but a cat. That's who I am.
What was that?
I'm Griffin McElroy, but a cat.
Okay.
Griffin McElroy, awesome.
Griffin McElroy.
Shit.
That's who I am. That's my bit. You can find me at Griffin McElroy
Okay, so
on Tumblr.
So if we're all different people, does that mean I have to be the streamer ninja rather than Pink Cat Ninja?
Oh my god!
Well,
Jack
Black is here, so
I'll be the
it would only be
shining
appropriate.
Singer.
I'm most well known for my streaming now. Unless you happen to have seen Nacho Libre.
Oh god. All right, and finally, in the red corner, coming at you live from Tired Bench City, it's your girl, Vriska Circuit.
Oh my god!
From Homestuck?
From Homestuck. You know, with the Megalovanias, do-do-do-do.
Oh, you
Isn't
can't
that
trick me, I
Sam's
know that's...
Undertale?
Shit.
I played Undertale on my streams.
Vriska Undertale.
Oh my god, it's
Please.
just Undertale!
Please, Vriska Undertale was my mother. Call me Vriska.
All I can imagine is, like, somehow there's an alternate universe where Vriska's mom is the love child of Undyne. And
God.
Wait, can I pause the bit for a moment?
yes.
I was trying to look up the name of that game that Jack Black was in. For some reason, one of the first things Google suggests is Jack Black Game of Thrones?
Okay.
That can't
The
be
game is-
right.
The game is Brutal Legend, by the way.
Yes, that's the bitch.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just him singing the theme a cappella, okay.
Oh, good.
Okay, I was very confused for a second.
I don't remember Jack Black being Why wouldn't he sing it with his band? God damn it.
Okay, but in truth, it was Gage, Nami, and Roxy. I'm sorry to ruin the magic, everyone, but I also want to be, like, clear for anyone who...
Legally, we are not Jack Black, Griffin McElroy, and Vriska.
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I'm Vriska every day, all day.
Babe, please, we can't have Andrew Hussey break into my house again.
Listen, Andrew Hussey came into my house personally and assigned me Vriska Kin. I'm only following the letter of the law.
You already stole his character's Roxy. Come on.
No,
What it
that
says
doesn't
on her birth
count.
certificate. What
Listen,
can you say?
that was Conrad's assigned kin for me.
God.
I feel like I would be very mad if somebody assigned me a Homestuck. But I'm glad you're happy.
Gage,
Mm-hmm.
obviously you'd be assigned Dave kin.
He's not
That's
cool
just-
enough for Dave.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'd be
Here's the
assigned my
secret.
warrior cat's name.
Dave isn't cool though.
Okay,
The thing
okay.
is Dave isn't cool.
Okay. Gage
Now that
is
I've
not
derailed the
quite
podcast.
ironic enough to be Dave.
Again, Dave also doesn't actually know what irony means.
That's fair.
How ironic?
You're just dunking on Dave now.
I'm kind of just dunking on Dave right now.
Sometimes it'd be like that.
You just gotta do that sometimes.
Dave Shred, I would love to have him in my band.
God.
Yo, it's me, Dave Strider. You know me from Homestuck and my raps.
All
My
right.
short-lived
All right.
presidential election with my best bro Carcat Vantis.
We're 5 minutes in. I have to kill the bit. Let me go again.
Is this what the podcast is?
One day we'll have the Homestuck episode. One day.
God save the queen, we will.
But what's
Okay,
the
plot
actual we
twist?
can talk about today?
Yeah, what's the podcast today, Ninja?
Well, the first one we're gonna do is a bit of a mood shift from the goofs and jovial
Great.
things you've been doing this last one.
Good.
Oh,
Good
lovely!
So sorry about that. Okay, so it is the movie Up by Pixar.
Mhm.
Except Ellie is the one who is grieving.
Good. I like that movie.
Oh, that's compelling, though.
Yes.
I love women.
Well,
Thank you,
yeah.
Nami, for your contribution.
B, also, like, Carl from Up, he's cool. He's a grumpy
Is his
old
name
man.
Carl?
Yeah, his name was Carl, right?
That's such a...
I think
That
so.
feels too
Old
white
man.
to be correct.
Carl Up.
I'm gonna call
Carl.
it.
Yeah, Carl
That was his
Fredrickson.
last name, right? I love Carl Up.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was kind of a cantankerous old coot. But then you switch that out with Ellie, who was like sweet and happy-go-lucky.
Yeah, like the innocent
And all
one,
that
so of
good
course he
stuff.
dies.
Sad because she's grieving. She wouldn't be
she's-
grumpy though.
Oh, I would think, okay, so basically, I'm actually gonna bring Homestuck back into this again, but basically, this is gonna, she would be Jade after post Candy, basically.
Oh
I
my
don't...
god.
What the fuck does that even mean?
It means you should
Wait,
read
no,
Homestuck.
don't explain Homestuck. You save it for the episode.
I'll save that for the episode. Basically, puts on the happy face, but really it's just bottling shit up, probably, and it's just gonna like come to a head in a classic Disney Pixar dramatic moment.
I love Jade. That
Jade's
is what's
great.
gonna happen though. Happy face, like kind old lady, but she's really like. She'd probably yell at the kid halfway through like their little island adventure thing.
Well, that's the thing that I was going to question. Is it still the same? So the rest of the cast is the same.
Yes.
Yeah.
What would be the conflict between them? Because from what I remember, Carl Ups was very like he didn't like the Boy Scout, and I imagine he didn't care much for the dog. I think it would be interesting if instead she, what was the wife's name again? Ellie.
Ellie.
Ellie from Last of Us was
No!
like, if she was like more of a sad sack, but she was like around all these people that are happy, and it's like they got to find a way to help her get her spirits back up, you know?
Oh, I was gonna go more for like, rather than depressive, she was extremely manic at this point.
That's also good. More,
That's valid.
there's a story there.
Like,
That's
she just
super
kind of
valid.
keeps pushing everyone a little too far because she's trying to be like, everything is fine and happy, and I'm not sad about this right now. It's okay. It's okay.
Yep,
She
that's
refuses
100%.
to acknowledge her emotions.
That's Jade. That is Jade Harley right there.
I love Jade.
That's why I'm saying I think that would be like a good contrast. Is just you have this character that kind of wants to be like, okay, it's all gonna be okay. I'm gonna like keep pushing myself, and she doesn't like realize that one, that's hurting herself, and two, it's like pushing other people away because she's just trying to focus so hard on it, and like that does end up bottling up, and like she just has to have a moment where she has to be sad. Like it just finally hits her like, you know what? No, this actually really sucks, and I just need to sit here with my thoughts.
Well, isn't this kind of the plot of Inside Out?
Yeah, kind of. But yeah, as My Chemical Romance once said, I'm not okay.
They're the ones that propagated that saying, yes. So in Inside Up, is the what was the villain man's name again?
Schultz.
Oh yeah.
Wow, that's a very good villain name. Is he? What was the connection between him and Carl Ops?
Okay,
Well,
so
So they found the bird that he's been hunting since like
That's right, the
the
bird.
fucking 40s.
but like it is pointed out at the very beginning of the film that the thing that connects Ellie and Carl as children is this enjoyment for like, you know,
Adventure.
is he a scientist? Is he a pilot?
He's like an adventuring archaeologist.
Yeah.
He's Indiana Jones.
He's Indiana Jones with an airship.
But isn't he also kind of an engineer because he made those dog collars?
Engineer Jones.
He's a Renaissance man.
Like he
Yeah.
did a lot and they both looked up to him quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like there would still be that whole thing of like, you know, Ellie in her like, okay, I'm just gonna be happy with everything. She doesn't quite admit the fact that she's like, oh, he's actually a big fucking asshole.
Mm-hmm.
Until
I
eventually, like, she just goes, wait, you're a dick.
Yeah, I think she should have a big outburst
You know,
at it. Because
'Cause
I feel like that'd be fun for a character that's just bottling shit up.
Mm-hmm.
Because
a
what
big
was
angry and then a big sad.
Yeah.
because what was like Carl Ups's big like change of heart moment? Because I never saw the film. I saw the like 10 minutes that everyone cries about, but I haven't seen like his.
He's
turn of
sad at his house because like it's kind of just stuck there now, and he goes inside, and you know he's like going over his wife's things. He kind of like pats her chair and then goes into his chair, and he decides to open up this picture book that they were making.
Yeah, scrapbook.
Yeah, like they'd been making it for probably decades at that point, and it was like the one thing she held on to in her hospital bed.
Oh.
So he's like looking over it, and then he gets to like the very last page. Oh my god, I'm gonna cry because it's so fucking cute. And she writes, "Hey, go on some more adventures once I'm gone, okay?"
Oh.
Because
Aw.
like all this time he had been.
You're also missing the part where he figures out, like, oh wait, she had kept adding more pictures to the scrapbook during their marriage
Oh.
Yeah, because
of the adventures they had been on.
Because, okay, the whole thing was, like, it was put on the mantelpiece, and it was, like, they were gonna fill it once they got to, you know, the waterfall, but they had never been able to do that because, you know, as you saw in the first 10 minutes, like, they had to keep breaking their money, keep spending it.
Life happened.
Yep. But, like, she's still... Is it okay if I cry? I'm sorry.
I mean, that's fair.
No, that's valid.
Sad as shit.
But it's, like, so cute, because it's, like, she didn't need to go to a place to have an adventure. It was the fact that she got to spend time with him that made it the adventure. It's so cute.
Ninja, if you start crying, I'm gonna start crying, and everyone here is gonna start crying.
Yeah, but emotions are valid. It's okay to cry.
I'm already emotionally compromised because I've been up for like near 48 hours.
Jesus Christ! Roxy! Roxy, go to bed.
I can't! My body physically will not let me!
See, I can't relate because I remember one time I stayed up too late and then I got sick. Anyway.
So the point I was trying to get at before I made you literally cry was,
Sorry.
why are you sorry?
Yeah, why are you sorry? Gage, apologize.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Sorry for bullying you into crying, Ninja, but the point I was trying to get was, do you think that she would have... It doesn't sound like from that setup that she would have the same like realization moment, because she was the one that was like adding to the book, and I don't feel like it would be as... It feels like it would be kind of lame if it was just, oh, it was just him that was putting stuff in there.
No. Okay, I feel like the setup would be something different. So rather than the scrapbook, like we see a lot of the time, him and her working on like the house.
Yes.
So I think instead of it being the scrapbook, it would be like, something in the house gets ruined. And if you've ever seen like those posts where somebody finds something in their walls when they're
It's something that he left her?
Yeah.
Oh. That's really cute.
Oh, fuck.
Like it might be, like part of the mantle on the fireplace is just like, it breaks off and then she's like, wait, I didn't, she doesn't say in words because Pixar's really good at those silent moments. But you'd see like, some words kind of written behind there. And in order to read it fully, she'd have to break it a little bit more.
Aww.
Yeah.
But she does that, and then she reads this message of like, hey, long time no talk.
Oh.
I figured I might as well write this because it might be the last repair I do on this place. And also, hey, what was wrong with what I did last time? Anyway.
That's sweet as hell.
God.
I'm glad that Up is just like really sad. So it's not hard to still make it sad.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a pretty open and shut case here.
Yep. But like people grieve in different ways, and I feel like altering it to show that there is a way of grieving that is still not healthy, but to people looking like from the outside in might still be like, oh well, if you're happy that means you're over it.
Yeah.
That's not inherently the case.
You're gonna carry that weight.
Is that a reference to something?
Cowboy Bebop.
Ah.
Oh, okay. I was just assuming it was Homestuck. It's
No, for once it wasn't.
I thought it was Naruto.
I am a multi-dimensional, multicultural aficionado of many pop culture references. I watch the animes. I read the comic books.
You work in a comic/game store.
Save some pussy for the rest of us.
I eat the animes.
Thought that was going a different direction, but anyway.
There we go.
Eat the hentai.
No, God, please, Ninja. You were just saying before we started, Ninja.
She was just saying not to eat hentai? What are you...
To keep this a little bit more PG.
What?
Nami
Oh.
said
When have we ever
pegging
been
for an
PG?
entire episode. I don't think...
Could you imagine if we went through an entire episode without saying the fuck word?
Have
Or
you not
boner.
seen the episode where I talk about pegging? It was so funny.
What?
It was... Oh, pegging would make David Cage, like, not sexist, I think was the logic or something.
Yeah. Because we all know that
You really need to catch up with the podcast, Roxy.
I guess I do. Jesus.
pegging is sexist.
I guess I should just, not just keep re-listening only to the episodes I'm on.
Yeah, it might help.
That's
You gotta
not-
build your lore.
I exclusively listen to episodes that I'm on.
Well, you're on every episode.
That's the joke!
You chud. Don't be such a chud, Gage.
I haven't heard that one in a while.
Am I in middle school? What just happened?
I think
Why
it's
am I
time we moved on to the next topic. Probably.
Why am I afraid of my feelings about kissing boys? And why do I really want to play The Legend of Zelda Phantom Hourglass? What's happening?
I can't help you with that, bro.
I don't remember very much of middle school. I did see my 6th grade science teacher though today, so that was
Did
fun.
you kick his ass?
No, she's nice.
Oh.
And yeah, I work at one of the schools now, so I see a lot of teachers who used to be my teachers. It's weird being their coworker.
Whack.
I'm an equal to you now.
We are peers.
Yeah, it's very nice for the ones that I still kind of want to beat up. It's just like, haha, I'm getting paid similarly to you, asshole. You thought
I
I'd
mean, I
amount
feel
to
like that's kind of a
nothing.
pyrrhic victory because I mean teacher pay, but yes.
It's $20 an hour.
Oh shit! Wait, that's good lord, that's good.
Yeah,
Better
and
than
I'm
I
a
thought it would be.
para. Like, I'm not doing teacher stuff. It's great.
Oh, okay. Brag about it.
Yeah, actually.
No, that's
Hey,
fair.
help out your schools.
Yeah.
It's not as bad a pay as you think. It's just hard to raise, like, I don't know, a 4-person family on it, but I mean, who the fuck are in this comic?
Who's having children anymore? It's 2019. That fat. Yeah. I feel like children are like children are a fad. Like they're always going away.
Speaking of that, let's go to a series that's been targeted to small children for years.
Oh boy!
Oh my god, this is the first time we've done an actual segue?
Damn!
Woo.
Yep. So it's My Little Pony, Friendship is Magic, except Twilight and Sunset's roles are switched.
Ninja! I didn't realize it was my birthday!
I mean, it's like
It was Nami's gift.
It's a week after your birthday or something like that.
11 days.
Yeah.
Sure.
That won't date this at all.
Boy, oh boy. Oh man, I could fucking talk about this for fucking hours. I am.
Good. I mean, it's only fair. Nami got to talk about it.
Yeah.
I mean, so Sunset Shimmer. She's my girl. I love her. She's great.
Yeah.
Would you say that you stan her?
You know what? I stan, I fan, I kin. Sunset Shimmer is the best. She does not get enough credit or merchandise. And I love her.
It's so hard to find stuff for her. Like I go
Oh
to
my fucking god.
I go to so
okay.
many conventions, but it's so hard. But yeah, let's stay on topic.
So, people that are less familiar with My Little Pony, like whatever weirdos you people are, so obviously I know Twilight Sparkle because I followed at least the first few seasons.
Mhm.
She's like the nerdy one, and she's like she
has one episode where in the very beginning she's like, I don't need friends.
Yes.
And then the first 2 episodes happens and she's like, well, guess I'm friends now.
As we all be once we get
As
friends.
we all be. And honestly, Sunset would definitely have like a similar arc, but
Yeah.
considering Sunset's nature, I feel like it would be much more gradual, like these other characters getting her to get out of her shell a bit.
It
But
wouldn't be
it's
like
not
first
like
episode. It would be like the end of the first season, maybe.
Probably end of the first season where they have like a big fire forged friendship moment kind of thing. Which, I mean, if we just use the same episode titles and stuff from the season itself, that doesn't make too much sense because the finale for the first season
You'll
was...
have to change it if it's basically a new protagonist.
True. I mean, if it was Sunset Shimmer, it definitely feels like it would in fact work better as Lauren Faust's original idea of having it be more Monster of the Week-esque.
What?
Well, kind of Sailor Moon-esque, I guess.
Okay.
They team up. Someone's being a jerk. They team up and fix a friendship problem with rainbow lasers.
Yeah.
So Care Bears.
So Care Bears, yeah, I guess.
So okay,
Yeah.
before we get too far ahead of ourselves, can you tell us about Sunset? You know the character.
Sunset Shimmer.
That's the
Sure
one.
thing. So, Sunset Shimmer. She was Celestia's student before Twilight.
What?
Yes. What? What a
I didn't get
twist!
That far. Fucking spoiling. I didn't follow the series that far.
Basically, Celestia student before Twilight. She's only really appeared in the Equestria Girls movies and then like the spin-off little short shows of those as well. But Celestia's former student, got a bit big for her britches, thought like she was owed all this like, prestige and power and stuff, and that's she should basically be a princess. And Celestia was like, "Hey, hold your fucking horses there, pal. You're
Hold your
kind of a
ponies.
Hold
you're
your
kind of
ponies.
you're kind of a bitch. Maybe not."
Which
And she's
is a
like,
quote from the episode.
"Yes." And she's like, "Fuck you, mom," and jumps through this mirror into human land because gasp, human land and high school.
Why did they just have that?
They do
But
for
why?
some reason. Because they money mostly, probably. But then
Yeah.
it also gave us Sunset Shimmer, so I forgive them. Anyways, so she's kind of a queen bee bitch of high school in human land for like, a bit.
About
And it's
4
like,
years, because
about-
high school, I imagine.
Well, I mean, she's not the whole entirety of her high school career. But she's like, I'm ruling this high school, but oh, what's this? The portals open up again. Cool. Let me just sneak back in. Oh, hey, here's a powerful magical artifact. Maybe I can get these teenagers under my thrall and use them to evade Equestria and take over.
Not a good
What?
plan.
Because an army of teenagers is the best plan.
I mean, that's what
It-
most armies do.
Oh,
I mean, oof.
take that, the U.S.
Oof.
military.
Oof.
Take that,
Oh.
military.
Oh, that dealt critical damage.
Am I wrong,
Ooh.
though? Am I wrong?
You're not fucking
You're
wrong.
not.
But anyways,
Anyway,
it's okay.
dispel the draft.
Yeah, yeah. It's okay because Sunset Shimmer was never meant to really be a villain. She's just bad at villainy. She was just angry and pissed off at her sun goddess mom.
I see. Okay.
Yeah. And basically, after taking a rainbow laser to the face, she makes friends with the human versions of the main 5 originally over in the other world. There's other threats from Equestria that do things. She has her hero moment. She becomes the de facto leader. Magic! Friendship! Lesbians? Kinda.
Yeah, kind of.
I mean,
Yeah.
that was my next big question. Is like, when in this version of the series do Sunset Shimmer and Twilight Sparkle end up dating?
Oh god. If you switch them out, then would have to be like...
Yeah, because
Well,
where's Twilight Sparkle going to fit in? I suppose would be the first question.
That's the thing. We focused a bit on Sunset here, obviously, but Twilight though. I don't know. Twilight. The only time we've ever really seen Twilight go evil, I guess twice, but the only time we've ever seen it is
That's more than I thought it would be.
an alternate universe version of her who is forcibly turned evil through peer pressure and her shitty principal.
Yes. This
And
is
the
a real
other
thing.
one, and the other one was in the movie, which is less of an evil act and more of like, things are bad. I need to make a hard choice for the greater good of saving the fucking world. And she-
The My Little Pony movie, Twilight Sparkle commits a war crime.
She tries to fucking steal a magical artifact, which from the fucking hippocampi that were like kind of like actually being hospitable and maybe almost about to agree to help them out, but because of kind of the harshness she's seen from fucking the lands outside of Equestria and stuff, she's like, damn, things may not always be like happy and fun and like solvable with friendship. Sometimes you gotta make hard choices.
Yeah, I remember.
And she made a hard choice, and it fucking bit her immediately in the ass.
Was that the episode with like the Metal Gear Solid goofs?
No, that's an episode. I'm talking about the movie.
Okay.
The theatrical movie that had
Right.
fucking Sia in it, I believe.
Oh, was that the one with the
you're
really good
talking
animation?
about
Yeah.
the
Yes.
movie.
The movie.
Yeah.
The movie's pretty good.
With,
The
with, with,
animation is
on
fucking
DVD.
amazing.
with the cat dude who almost sold them into slavery.
I haven't
And
seen the
Furries wanted
movie,
to, like,
so
fuck
I'm
him.
kind of lost.
Spoilers.
But yeah, so I mean, I guess the only thing I could think of is like,
I feel like in this case, it sounds like Twilight Sparkle could still kind of have a similar thing because it seems like Sunset Shimmer's. I said it right. It sounds like her thing is more getting off her high horse, if you will.
absolutely.
Whereas Twilight Sparkle, it was more a case that she was like introverted, and like me, it's like, oh, it's fine. I'll just spend all my time alone. That won't drive me insane.
I wouldn't say she's introverted. She's really good at making friends. She just didn't have any interest.
Okay, to be fair though, if you live in Equestria, how hard is it to make friends?
That's fucking fair.
Not hard.
She did have people that she hung out with before the main 6.
Or people who were like actively trying to hang out with her, and she was like, gotta study.
Yeah.
Yeah, because she wasn't interested. She didn't really care about friendship.
She was a career mare.
Oh my god.
Yes.
Is that how they word it?
No, I don't think they've ever worded it so, but I'm wording it so. But I guess like fucking, I don't know. This version of Twilight is like, some fucking bookworm who, in the classic Jurassic Park kind of quote, so focused on whether she could do a thing that she never stopped to consider she should. And that's how you get that clash there and have Sunset be the one like, hey, try friendship.
Because this would be after Sunset. God damn it.
Yeah?
After Sunset
Yes.
has had her kind of like getting pulled off to her altar kind of thing.
Yeah, if we keep it within the timeline, it would be like season 3 after Sunset Shimmer has ascended to alicorn status.
Of course.
And then spends most of the more time in the show as an alicorn than as a unicorn.
Yeah. Does MLP had like, is it like 8 or 9 seasons total?
I believe it's 9. I've only seen up to season 5 or 6.
I saw the one where they were making their own magical school.
I thought you
but
were
I
the
haven't
experts.
seen up to that.
I'm the expert on Sunset Shimmer.
Yeah, okay.
I know a lot about My Little Pony, so.
This is a dummy podcast. We don't have to be experts on anything.
We never claimed to be smart.
I exclusively talk about things that I'm an expert at.
But Nami, you had some takes?
Steve and everything.
Yes, Nami. You had takes, Nami. Give us hot takes. Hot like potato.
I would like to see these takes.
I have takes.
Weren't you just okay?
Okay.
I think we were just asking their status on their knowledge of, and they're just saying they.
I do have a lot of knowledge on things.
Mm-hmm.
Including My Little Pony. I think Sunset being the main character instead of Twilight would be really compelling because Sunset actually has a personality.
Twilight Sparkle.
Twilight just kind of changes depending on what the writers want the main character to be.
That's fair.
Oof.
I mean,
I still like
Here's
Twilight, but that's fair.
Looks good. That's Twilight. That's all she is.
Don't forget neuroses.
Yeah.
Looks good and neuroses.
That's it. That's her entire thing. Like, those are the two constants. And it's like, there's nothing else that's solid about her personality. I feel like Sunset has a lot stronger of a personality.
In fairness, I feel like that's more a factor of just kind of like how it probably started out. Because there's no way when they first started out they knew like, oh yeah, we're gonna get like 9 seasons of this, so we better hammer everything out ahead of time. It's probably just more of a growing pain thing, I think.
Yeah.
Because by the time they would get to Sunset Shimmer, I said it right again, they'd have more like experience with writing these kinds of characters, and they could like figure out the arc ahead of time and all that.
I think
most
you go
people
first.
Writing on the show, like, pretty experienced. That's what I thought.
Sure, but every project is different.
Okay.
So I've got an alternate take here,
Go on.
All right.
with Sunset Shimmer being the main character.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of it being, Sunset Shimmer's the main character, so thusly she stays in Equestria, we follow Sunset going through that portal at that moment, and instead of her deciding to be a bitch, she slowly gets adopted by these friends and kind of forced into being a better person.
Yes, I like that.
That is good.
It's a good story.
Yeah.
So it's essentially MLP tried to cash in on the high school craze early on.
Yeah.
It's fair.
Because there were a lot of high school shows around that time. We're looking at Monster High, Ever After High.
Ever After High was a bit later.
Yeah, I know.
I would know. I watched Ever After High shit. But Monster High, exactly around that same time.
I'm just trying to... there's always been high school shows, so I'm just trying to think of other, animated shows around that time, and my brain wants to say Total Drama Island, but I'm like, no, that's not high school. That is not a high school show.
Yes, the famous inspiration for My Little Pony.
But, what's that fish one? It's not a high school, but it is.
Oh, God.
You know, the Disney one?
I'm sorry, when you say the fish one, my immediate thought was that shitty,
Yes.
I love...
Oh, that's the bitch.
Oh my god, I used to watch Fish Hooks,
I can't believe I actually knew that. I don't think I've seen a single fucking episode.
When you
I saw it at a hotel once, I remember. I was sitting in the Continental Breakfast and we had it on TV.
I gotta be honest.
With Fish Hooks.
When you were mentioning fish, when you mentioned a fish movie, for some reason my mind isn't oh, you mean Finding Nemo? No. My brain's immediately oh yeah, Shark Tale.
I fucking knew you were gonna go Shark Tale.
Did you know that I was in that movie too?
Oh my fucking god, Jack Black.
Jack Black, go back into your cave.
Please.
I can't fit in there
Jack,
anymore.
we need you to finish the next Tenacious D album.
Don't tell me what to do.
Go sit and think about what you've done.
Robert De fucking Niro was in Shark Tale?
What?
Yeah.
According to the poster.
So's fucking Angelina fucking Jolie.
Yeah, it was a clusterfuck of celebrities.
Hold on.
It's not a good movie. Don't watch it.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's not.
But it's funny.
Yeah. I'm
Is
just
it?
saying to our viewers.
Ironically or just legitimately?
It's not really funny. It's funny
ironic.
to think about.
Oh, I see.
You know what? Instead of watching Shark Tale, go watch
Shark Hooks.
Instead of watching Shark Tale, just watch the Big Joel video on Shark Tale, because it's pretty funny.
There's
I
lots of
feel
good YouTubers these days doing reviews. I love it.
I
love
feel
the
like
current
He does
climate of
a literary analysis
reviews.
of the
Ooh,
movie.
sexy.
And he
By the
also
way-
did one on Over the Hedge and B movie. So
Ooh.
thank God.
plug in Big Joel.
I feel like
for that later. I want to see that.
a very
Always
easy.
do.
God damn it. A very easy thing that you could do for one of these is just combine all the fish movies and shit.
Let me write it down in the doc.
Oh my god. Okay. I think we
Should we
need a
move
new.
on?
I think we need a new transition period to the next topic, of course. And I would like that transition period to be this bit I just came up with right now, which is Roxanne's aesthetic mood of the day.
Go on.
Do you guys want to know Roxanne's aesthetic mood of the day?
I
Yes.
always
What's
do.
your aesthetic mood of the day?
So this is something I just found on Twitter. I want to be radioactive, but not lethally or anything, just slightly above average, so that when people try to take photos of me, the image is grainy and blurred and Geiger counters click ominously when I'm nearby. Fun stuff. And that's my aesthetic mood of the day.
Alvin and the Chipmunks.
You want to be slightly Fallout.
Radiated.
That's it.
That's our segue.
It's Alvin and the Mole Rats.
Are Alvin and
God.
Chipmunks not already irradiated? Because, like, if...
That is a
They
question.
seem
How the
mutant.
fuck they able to talk?
Is it a Teenage Mutant
Because-
Ninja Turtles thing?
No,
Oh
it's a
shit!
Legend
They get
Partners and
touched by
Monkey thing.
ooze.
Oh god, that's
Gotcha.
worse.
Ah,
Still one of my favorite podcasts.
it is.
So what's this about Alvin and the Chipmunks?
Yes, what's the actual one, though?
The actual one for today is Alvin and the Chipmunks. Except Dave, their father figure, sounds like a demon. And the Chipmunks sound like regular teenagers.
Oh, so it's voice shifted in the other direction.
Yes.
Okay.
That's fun.
So they're just a
Alright.
regular ass, like, boy band, except they're chipmunks, and they have a weird dad.
Yeah.
And their dad
their
is
dad-
Dr. fucking Claw.
Yeah, their dad manager is Dr. Claw. Exactly.
Yes. And
I'll
that's
get
their
you
stick,
next
is
time,
just like,
Chipmunks.
haha, we're regular voiced chipmunks, and also our dad is Satan.
Villain or Satan or something.
Alvin!
It makes it a different
You have
mood.
betrayed me for the last time.
Well, gee, Dave.
And the chipmunks all talk like fucking, like they're all from the Goofy movie.
God.
With regular voices, just their mannerisms, because, 90s.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. So are they irradiated still?
I mean, okay, so, forgive me if I'm wrong, and I might just look it up myself, but I think, like, wasn't the origin of Alvin and the Chipmunks, like, just this actual music producer guy just
Yes.
fucking around with tone pitching one day?
Yeah.
And he was like, "Oh shit, this bops." And I
Yes.
guess like if you switch the initial concept being that he thinks tone pitching in the other direction is what fucking bops, then I don't know if they would even be chipmunks.
By the way, if you Google search Alvin and the Chipmunks origin, you get Los Angeles, California. So, if you're ever curious.
Because of the movie, I see.
Yeah, I imagine.
Film lore is now replacing original lore. I hate it.
Whoa! Back up! So I checked the chat podcast thing because I didn't realize things were being posted there. You guys lost it. Robert De Niro being in Shark Tale. Fucking Martin Scorsese.
Yeah. I feel like
he in The
I just went
Godfather?
blind. Yeah, I think it was.
Martin thinks Marvel movies are shit. Scorsese was in Shark Tale.
Get dunked on.
Get dunked on. I don't even particularly care for the Marvel movies anymore, but still, god damn.
You know,
I'm trying to
because
see.
we all know how successful Shark Tale was.
Yeah.
So their first one, the first Alvin and Chipmunks song that I could find is Witch Doctor.
Ooh, ee, ooh, ah, ah, ting, ting, wanna bang, bang.
Which Which makes me consider that perhaps it's not radiation, but like some sort of strange dark magic that we don't know of.
Oh my god, it's a cult.
Yeah, it's a cult.
We have put forth souls into these chipmunks.
What if it's
Rise,
people's
my
souls that they put in
children.
chipmunks?
Rise! Ooh, ee, ooh, ah, ah.
Maybe
Yeah,
the
we're not
reason
gonna be
that
part
Dave
of a
has-
dark ritual. We're just
Maybe
gonna
the reason that Dave has such a dark voice is because he is kind of like a little Satan or something.
shit. Yeah,
And he
there we
just put
go.
he just put some children in chipmunks.
Fucking okay. No, I got it.
Yep.
It better be dumber
Three-
than my idea.
Regular ass teenagers summon Satan to be their manager for their boy band.
That's fun.
I
And
like
they're-
it.
And like the thing they exchange is their regular mortal bodies, so they're put into chipmunks instead.
Yes.
I mean, sure. At this point, I was just gonna be
There's two-
regular as teenagers named Alvin, Simon, and Theodore.
No, I like Gage's lore because they still
Gage's
have to be
lore.
Alvin and the Chipmunks, and it doesn't make sense with that naming convention.
Alvin and their demon manager.
Their demon dad.
Alvin and the
I like
cultists.
Trading bodies. That's funny.
I was drinking water.
Yep, can't drink water on here. Just have to dehydrate like the rest of us.
Ain't that the truth?
Christ alive.
Actually, if you're listening to this, please go drink some water.
Drink water, bitch!
I'm a
I-
big fan of the Chipmunks. They inspired a lot of my comedy songs.
Jack
God,
Black!
I hope not.
Jack Black, please! You have so much work to do!
I'm not going back in the cage. You can't make me.
I'm begging you, Jack!
I'm putting you back in the
catch me.
cage. Jack, get over here. Get over
No,
here,
you can't
Jack.
catch me. I covered myself in grease.
Oh god, it's
Jack,
getting
I have
everywhere.
some chicken wings. I have some chicken wings.
Wait, what kind?
Buffalo.
Hey.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Okay.
I can't
Okay.
hold the chicken with my greasy hands.
You fool!
Oh no, it slipped into the cage. You better go eat it. In there.
I gotta follow the trail of wings.
When did we become a comedy sketch podcast?
I'm in the cage now. I caught him. We're good.
Christ, Gage!
He's in the cage. I locked in everything.
Oh god.
I mean, to be fair, even like McElroy's is sometimes comedy sketch podcast.
I mean, but they are explicitly that.
Is this not meant to be a comedy podcast?
I mean, you know what?
Yeah, this is very clearly like goofs.
We be goofing.
It is meant to
We
be
be
like
goofing.
you just kind of turn it on and it's like you're entering a Discord voice call.
Yeah,
You're
we've just entered this silly zone.
You know,
That's why you guys don't care if I don't have a good mic with me.
yeah.
Even though I've had my dad listen to an episode and he's called me out. He's like, "Your mic sounds like shit," and I'm like,
And you're like, Dad, give me some fucking money then. And he's like, no.
he's like,
Buy
"You
me a
can have
mic then."
rock band mic," and I'm like, I don't want to fucking deal with that.
And then your dad said, like, okay, I'll get you a new mic, but you have to put your soul in chipmunk.
And I said,
God.
okay.
That's not even my persona, but alright, Dad.
Like, you can't even
It's a
get a
whole thing.
calico cat, Dad.
Don't you hate it when your dad assigns you the wrong persona?
God,
I
relatable.
do.
God,
Don't you hate it
fucking.
when your parents
Oh
assign
man,
the
you know
wrong
what?
gender?
You know what? I was goofing, but then I thought about it for more than 2 seconds, and that's a mood.
Get it right, Dad.
Me fucking transing over here. Big mood.
I mean, yeah. Anyway, I
let's
know that
go
my
fight
mom's
Roxy's dad.
My
Oh,
mom's
yeah.
persona is a wolf. I'm calling it now. She has so
Fucking.
many wolf paintings.
That's so valid!
What are we
No.
calling?
Not to call you out. I love you, Mom, but
Ugh.
One day we have
Did
to
we
figure
look-
out Roxy's
Because I know
persona.
I'm a furry.
One day. That's just gonna be like the ongoing mystery of this podcast. What's Roxy's persona gonna
you
be?
need one to be on the podcast proper.
Well,
We've been editing out all
obviously-
your parts because you don't have a persona yet.
Shit.
Obviously, you're a spider. You have a bug sonar.
I
There are cute
Mm.
super personas.
She
I
doesn't like bugs.
Oh.
Ah, damn.
I'm personally not a fan of bugs, but also I feel
But
like I'm being
also-
called out.
Why? Because
Listen.
you made a Vriska-kin joke? Which wasn't like a full joke at the start of the podcast?
Listen, just because I have Vriska Circuit as my Discord icon,
And
Just
her
because
name.
you've said I'm Vriska-kin outside of the podcast.
it's all ironic. It's all jokes here.
We
It's
don't know
funny
that.
japes.
Anyway, I'm Werewolfkin.
Jesse McCartney voiced
You're right.
Theodore in the live action and animated films.
What?
I thought Jesse McCartney voiced Alvin in the live-action version.
That's
Oh, I thought it was. I'm thinking. God damn it! For some reason, my brain was like, "Wait, Jesse McCartney from the Beatles?"
No! No!
Oh yeah, I love my favorite Beatle, Jesse McCartney.
It's because of his last name.
Ah.
Don't mock me.
And then my favorite modern pop boy dude, Paul McCartney.
Yes.
They're just
My
both
favorite
immortals,
modern
but
pop
in different
singer.
ways.
This is the only other thing that changes in this universe too.
God.
Oh my god, I love this. So, I feel like we are going a little off track.
Yep.
Just a bit.
Let's take it back.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, I feel like we aren't focusing enough on the fact that their dad is either Satan or at least some sort of greater demon.
Yeah.
Beelzebub.
Like, does that
I'm a
not
chipmunk
influence?
and my dad is a demon. Yay!
I mean, that would
Yes,
be.
thank you, son. I support your musical career. Now, excuse me, I'm going on this trip. You better not get in a hot air balloon in some kind of weird scheme
Okay. I don't know why I'm
for
still
smuggling
using.
diamonds.
I don't know why I'm still using a high-pitched voice for a teenage boy.
Don't worry, Dad.
God, Dad,
Me,
shut up
Theodore
already.
Or whatever.
We're gonna go smoke weed.
That's fine.
Satan's fine with you doing weed, kids, so don't do weed.
I think the real question here that we need to be asking is, what the fuck is the Chipettes deal in this?
I thought you were gonna ask if Satan vapes, and I don't know why I'm thinking.
You know
Obviously,
who
Satan vapes.
That's
Don't
what
vape.
I thought you'd think, you fucking memer!
Don't vape, kids.
It's bad.
Like, literally, people are getting fucking seizures from it. Just do weed instead.
Yeah, do weed
Don't
instead.
vape.
Don't
This
do
is-
vape weed.
Don't vape. Don't smoke. Weed
Unless
is
it's weed.
maybe okay.
Do edibles.
Yeah, do it. Only take
Ghost
like half,
crimes.
do, like half the brownie. Give yourself an hour. I've done
Yeah.
drugs.
Weed is not a drug.
I feel like that conversation is somehow too deep for this podcast. Okay, so the Chipettes.
Okay.
Let's bring it back.
Let's
The
bring it back.
Chipettes do weed.
I think. Go on. What do you have, Ninja? Or Nami?
No,
The Chipettes-
Nami just said the Chipettes do weed.
Oh, okay. Well, that
No,
doesn't
they
contradict
don't
what I'm about to
actually.
say.
That's
so-
fucking valid.
They actually do weed. But
I was
that's
going-
different. They're all gay.
They're all lesbians,
Yeah.
they all do weed.
I was going to suggest it would be funny if in this universe, yes, the Chipmunks were a deal with Satan. The Chipettes, same kind of idea, except no, different idea because they're the ones that are radioactive.
I love that.
I thought you were
I
gonna
think
suggest a
that's-
deal with an angel instead. Because girl's pretty.
Maybe, but I don't know why an angel would put them.
Are we just turning this into some weird panty and stocking at you now?
Fuck!
God.
No, the reason the Chipettes, like... Okay, they're not Chipettes anymore. They were chipmunks, and then an angel blessed them, and now they are human
Oh
girls.
shit!
I love that.
They're meant to fight the Chipmunks to bring balance to the world.
They're called Chipettes because they were originally chipmunks, but they are now human girls.
They're
Can I make a
human girls.
confession?
Yeah, go on.
So, when I was a young lass, before I knew I was a young lass, I
Mhm.
probably definitely had a crush on Jeanette.
Gay rights.
Yes.
Because, I certainly don't have a type.
Looks at self in mirror, looks at Roxy, looks at self in mirror, looks at Roxy,
Listen.
Okay.
looks at self in mirror.
Listen.
Okay, so Jeanette was the nerdy one, I assume.
Yes.
Janet's the one with the glasses, yes.
Okay.
Yes. Looks at self in mirror.
I feel like this is also probably better because this, I feel like if the if the Chipettes are regular chipmunks that have been functionally uplifted, like they're the fucking Krogan, that I feel like this would hopefully eliminate the possibility of romance between them and the Chipmunks, because I don't know how that works, what level of sapience they're both, like, what courts they're both playing on in terms of sapience, so, like, I don't know how that's gonna play.
I certainly don't want to think about it.
Yeah, and I just feel like that would kind of improve things, because I want this to strictly be a battle of heaven and hell without the need as Alvin and the Chipmunks was always supposed to be. without any of that other bullshit.
God, I'm just looking at the fucking models they use in these goddamn Alvin and the Chipmunk live-action CGI movies, and I'm like...
Yeah, the ones where they shit.
What? It's just, I don't know.
It's okay. No one knows, Roxy. You're okay.
Wait, Roxy, what are you implying? What I think you're implying?
I'm
Thinking
not
that's hot.
implying. No, definitely not. No.
They are babies.
No.
No, they're baby shaped.
Yeah,
They're fucking just
they're ugly.
They're just fucking. There's no stylization to it.
Yeah, that's what I hate about a lot of like 3D animated movies nowadays. They're
Like, you'll look outside and there'll just be one of these fuckers on your tree, just like... I'm gonna break into your house!
Can we go to Gage's ranting corner for a hot fucking second?
Yeah, we don't have a song for it, but we can do it. We don't have songs for any of our
We'll edit
bits.
it in. You're gonna have to learn how to edit. One thing that I really hate about a lot of like 3D animated movies is that I feel like the characters are very interchangeable. Like, you could put a character from X movie into Y movie that are both like 3D animated, and they wouldn't really seem that out of place.
Yeah.
And I find that a little frustrating from a design perspective.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we ain't exactly talking Roger Rabbit in regards to, like, you can see, oh yeah, this creature should exist in our plane of existence.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, like, Hop is just a nightmare film. Easter is cool because I love all the rabbit stuff around. But the fact that Hop is the only Easter movie that exists other than, like, the Breaking Bad specials.
Did you say Breaking Bad specials?
No,
The
Frankenbass.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I just said Frankenbass, but I meant Frankenbass.
The stop motion ones.
Yes.
I love the...
But even the stop motion one of the Easter Bunny is terrifying because it has a fucking caterpillar with a human face, which haunts my nightmares. I will go to bed tonight and I will open my eyes and
Sleep paralysis demon?
Yeah, sleep paralysis demon will be that fucking caterpillar. And it'll be like, bonjour, bitch! And I'll be like, no.
Is this what El Camino was? Is that just their Easter movie? Is that the Breaking Bad Easter movie? I'm sorry
Like there isn't... Okay.
Mhm.
Okay, I'm gonna actually get an image of this up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but we were saying you could put Hop in an Alvin and the Chipmunks movie and he wouldn't look that place. And that's what I hate about a lot of 3D animation.
And that's so fucking valid.
Gage's ranting corner. Gage's right.
Alright.
Alvin and the Chipmunks go to the movies. Star Wreck, the absolutely final frontier.
Yeah.
Batmonk. Funny, we shrunk the adults. Man,
God.
Would you
I-
like to see
I
the
was
thing
wor-
that haunts my nightmares?
yes, but first I
Yeah.
do want to point out that I feel like I don't feel like Alvin and the Chipmunk really like went off the rails. It just doesn't seem like it had much legs to begin much to begin with. But yeah, what's the horrible thing? Tell us all about it.
Just get it over with.
I'm getting it over with. I'm putting it in the
Don't
channel.
prolong my suffering.
I'm putting in the channel. You ready? You ready?
Yeah. Oh.
What is okay? I understand the rabbit. What is that little man?
That is not a man. That is a caterpillar.
Okay,
Oh,
you
wow.
can call it that, but that's a man.
Oh, the
Well,
thing was,
folks.
here comes Peter Cottontail.
I think I've seen this.
In your nightmares, yes, I imagine. Nightmare on Selva Street? They did a Nightmare on Elm Street parody?
Jesus
Okay, Alvin and the
Christ.
Chipmunks.
I feel like I can get a better image of this lad. Just give me a
Oh,
moment.
please, yes.
True.
Like, one that will actually haunt your nightmares. Just give me a moment.
Fair.
In the meantime, how are y'all doing?
I
I don't know.
I think we've exhausted this bit as much as we can.
Yeah, I better be careful. Jack Black might get out again.
No, God, please. We gotta end the show before Jack Black escapes once more.
Oh, but we could watch Alvin and the Chipmunks driving Dave crazy. Maids in Japan.
Oh man, I was just like double teamed right there of just like the visualness of this goddamn caterpillar and the words you just said, and oh boy, not a fan.
I just started looking at it like whoever designed that caterpillar is in hell. If not yet, they will be.
This looks like one of Sid's abominations
Just Toy Story.
from Toy Story.
Yep.
It's Sid Toy Story.
It's one of Sid's toys from Toy Story.
Okay. Gage's ranting corner. Rant. Why would you make this caterpillar have a man face?
Fucking exactly.
Why wouldn't you?
No, but here's the thing. You could make a caterpillar like cute or like, I mean, I guess you could give it a sort of like humanish features, but that's literally a man face.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't understand it either because it's stop motion, right? You would think it would be easier to like have a extremely simplified caterpillar face rather than a man.
They're just showing off.
Do
Do you think that thing has children?
Oh God, I hope not.
It does transform at the end of the film into an actual caterpillar. But God, if that thing lays eggs, I feel like just burn the entire fucking planet down.
Does it look better as an actual caterpillar? Is this like another abomination that's in the Alvin and the Chipmunks universe? Is this just a thing that happens a lot? Just
Alvin
fucking
extended
Full Metal
universe.
Alchemist-esque fucking genetic experimenting.
Dave.
No! No!
Stop it. Listen, if a child can be loose in the military, then I'm gonna perform human transmutation on my daughter. And we're like, wow, those two things sure aren't connected.
John Mulaney, when did you get here?
I've always been here. Sitting in that corner over there on that stool eating saltines. Haven't you heard the bit?
I love your
to
shows,
Jack
Mr.
Black's
Mulaney. God damn it, Jack Black.
Jack Black, my good friend in comedy. How you doing?
Alright, I have to kill both of these and kill the bit, and we have to end the show.
Oh
actually
God,
immortal.
Yeah, they're dead.
I can't
I've
die.
been shot.
It's a good thing you're wearing your red suit.
I used fake bullets.
Those are fake bullets, but I'm actually dying.
We're
all
always
dying.
And that's all of my jokes ever. Good night, folks.
You've done it! You've taken John Mulaney to his bare essentials.
I didn't even get an autograph.
I think we were wrapping up.
Yep.
All right, let me tell you about my son's live streams.
No! It's Vriska's turn.
It's Vriska.
Oh, yes, because we do it in reverse order. So, yeah, once again, this is me, Vriska Circuit, signing off. You can find me at ArtieStroke on Twitter for all my art stuff. Check me out there.
Oh, I still have it on the caterpillar.
What?
I still had it up on the podcast.
Christ. All right, Nami, you're next.
Oh, it's me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
caterpillar's coming for you now.
Hi. I'm Nami or Mac, and you can find me at Nami Butch on Twitter. Cause like, I'm gay.
Nice.
You can only be on Twitter if you're gay.
This is true. Everyone else who's not gay, get off Twitter.
That's
Yeah,
true.
you hear that, Jack?
Don't follow me if you're cis or het. Don't do it.
Illegal.
Illegal. I will.
It's
Illegal
okay
to
if
be
you're just
cis-het on
one,
Twitter.
but you can't be both.
Yeah. No cis hets. Thanks.
I'm Gage, better known as Cat Comic Studios. I make the webcomic Key to the Future's Fate. If you want to follow me on Twitter, I am a professional persona writer currently. If you want to follow Jack Black on Twitter, he is at Jack Black. Nice and easy. Fun fact, he was in Austin like 3 days ago.
Fuck!
Really?
Damn it!
That's
Yeah.
Shit!
Yeah.
I
Missed
can't believe I
him,
missed Jack Black.
You missed him,
Like 2
Griffin
shifts
McElroy.
in the night.
I was trying to call you guys, but you wouldn't answer your phone.
God.
I have
Okay,
your phone
end
numbers.
it. End it. Ninja, end it.
And I'm Ninja, and this has been Everything is the Same Except. Tune in next week when we butcher comedy some more and make it so Hello Kitty's now a rabbit. Bye!
Oh, like
That's just
genetic
my
experiments.
melody.
No!
Adorable.